These are things you need to know if you are in your 20s. Hi, my name is Susan John. You're welcome back to my channel. I saw the love that you guys showed me on my last video. My first official video on this channel, and I am truly grateful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. I saw your comments and everything. Thank you so much. If you're new here, you already know that I am Susan. So please, you're welcome. Like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is something I didn't know when I started watching videos on YouTube. Like, whenever the content creator says, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, I used to feel like I used to run away from it. Yes, like I used to feel like I have to pay. Until then, I met someone, a content creator, that just said it's absolutely free. Just click on the button, you know where it is, And since then, I have been subscribing to content creators that I really love and learn from their content. So today we'll be talking about the lessons that I have learned and I feel you have experienced too in your 20s, and you are still going to experience for those that have not actually seen these stuff in their life. So the first thing we'll be talking about today, permits me, I just made my hair. So I feel like I don't know, I just feel so fine. There's this confidence, sorry for deviating, but there's this confidence, that you get when you know that you have done something to enhance your beauty. All of a sudden you feel beautiful, like you just feel cute. Like for the guys, when you've not had your hair cut, you just feel like, oh, you're probably not very, very handsome, but immediately you do. It's not like you've not been handsome, like you've been, but there's this confidence that comes in, when you do these things to enhance your beauty or your cuteness. So let's get back to the topic of today. So in my 20s, I am in my early 20s, and there's some things that I've experienced that I believe you have seen too, you've experienced. So there's one thing, there are things I want you to know in your 20s, and that's what we're talking about today. So number one, the first thing I want you to understand is life is in stages. Life is in stages. If you don't understand this as a youth, like if you don't understand this as a young person living in Nigeria, let me not even say Nigeria, like in the world, like as a human being, you are in your 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s. Like if you don't understand that, of course if you're in your late 20s, you would have realized this year, but a lot of people are very slow to learn and understand, how life is. So it's possible that you've not experienced it, but I will tell you today. If you're in your if you're in your 20s, you're supposed to understand. This is something that you should know. If not, you will keep struggling with life, not understanding these things. You will keep hating yourself. You will keep hating life if you don't understand this. Number one is life is in stages. There was a point in my life that I could not afford 1,000 naira freely without calling anybody. Like there was a point in my life that I could not afford 1,000 naira. Why I came to talk about this is because I've been reflecting about how my life has been. I've been thinking about how far I've come, and it just triggered this thing that I'm talking about today. So you need to understand that life is in stages. If you will pressure yourself if you don't come to this understanding, if you don't accept this. That is why a lot of people rush into things that they are not supposed to, be in. They get into things and they start regretting. You start regretting. You just rush. Everybody wants to rush. So you have to understand that life is in stages. There's where you are right now. Sometimes, when we go to church, they tell us that the stage you are right now in your life was a prayer point at some point. So when you understand that life is in stages, the things you don't have, as long as you are working hard towards them, one day you will get to them. If you have the understanding, it will reduce the pressure that you have on yourself. I am telling you this. Seriously, you have to, the things that you are yet to get, the things you are yet to achieve, if you tell yourself that, okay, I am already working towards this, when it's time, it will come. There are some things that you will not get until you get to that level. And there are some things that God will not give you until He knows that you are ready for it. So let's not make this video very long. Yes. So the next thing I want to talk about is fulfilling purpose and knowing purpose. In this generation, in this our generation right now, a lot of youths don't even know their purpose. And it is funny, and it is somehow, because if you go to church now, a lot of our pastors just tell us to go and pray, seek God. Of course, one of the ways you can really find out what your purpose is getting closer to God. But how many youths these days are closer to God? How many youths? Because once you find one thing about purpose, once you know the purpose of a thing, it makes it easy for you to, go along with it, for you to achieve it. Yes, because if you are blind or you don't know the purpose of a thing, you struggle with it. You struggle with it. Seriously, like you are in a company and they give you a task and they don't tell you the purpose in which they are doing that thing. You'll find it hard to to achieve it. Or you are a manager, you give a task to your junior colleagues, to do. If they don't understand the purpose in which they are doing that thing, it makes it, they struggle to do it. It makes it difficult for them to actually do it. But once you draw out the plan, you tell them, step by step, and the reason why you are doing that thing, you see that it makes it easy and lighter. The load becomes easy, because when you know why you are doing a thing, it makes it easy. So some people, a lot of youths, struggle through life right now because they don't even know what they want to do with their lives. They don't know and it's okay if you are at this point where you are wondering, you are a Christian, you are asking God, why am I here? Why did you bring me? What is the purpose for this life that you've given me? I need you to understand that you are not alone. You are not alone on this table. It's easy for pastors to just say, okay, just get to know God, God will. It's easy for them to say that because a lot of youths are still struggling to have a good relationship with God. So it's not very easy. And purpose, you cannot, if for some people, they discover theirs very early, people around them, help them discover theirs. So it's easy. So it is not getting to know God. It's not very easy to fulfill purpose or to find purpose, especially when you want to get to know God. It's not something that you go and pray today and you discover today. It takes time. You get to know God and know how to hear Him even when He speaks to you. So it's easy for them to just say, okay, just go to God, But a lot of youths are not even there. They don't even know how to. So fulfilling purpose is one thing that a lot of people are struggling, especially in their early 20s. They're struggling to. And why I'm saying this is because I need you to understand that you're not alone. Don't get frustrated because you don't understand. You are seeing people with their talents. They are doing what God wants them to do, what God actually created them to do, and you are not figuring that out yet. You are working a job, you don't find purpose in it. You know that that's not where you want to be. That is not what God wants you to do, but you don't know where you are supposed to be. I need you to understand that it is actually okay. It's actually okay not to have your life figured out yet. That is the next thing I want to talk about. Apart from purpose, a lot of us don't have our life figured out yet. Some of us know where we want to, what God wants us to do, but how to go about it is what we don't know. Some of you have talents, but you just haven't figured out how to enhance it, how to put it out there in the world. Some of us, you don't know your purpose, you've not figured your life out yet. It is common in Nigeria today. A lot of youths have not figured out their lives, like a lot of people. And one thing social media has helped us to do is take away our focus from that. So you not having your life figured out yet is not the end of the world. Don't feel frustrated. Don't feel like you're not living. Just keep the hope alive. I don't want to make this video very long, but I will talk about other things concerning this particular topic. So ponder on these things that I've talked about. Don't get frustrated. Just hold on to your faith and believe in God, and we'll meet you again. Thank you so